Our journey to Provence, France started at the United Lounge at SFO Airport. We grabbed some light snacks before our 9-hour flight with a layover in London first, then Munich, Germany. The layover was 8 hours. Our German friend Marius gave us a city tour. We learned some historic fun facts and got a glimpse of this beautiful city. After another short flight and some driving in the storm, we finally arrived in Avignon. We found this gorgeous Airbnb that was a perfect space for me and my boyfriend during our stay in Avignon. The bedroom has a direct view of the Pope's Palace, and the private rooftop has a panoramic view of the city as well. This Pope's Palace served as the residence for the popes during the Avignon papacy from 1309 to 1377. During our stay, we dined at local spots such as Marion and restaurants like Au Jardin des Camps. Excuse my French pronunciation. If you plan to drive in France like we did, definitely rent a small car because most of the streets in these small cities and towns are like this. One of our favorite spots that we visited in France is the city and commune called Arles, and it's not just because of all the cute kitties we encountered. Besides the gorgeous view, yummy food, and fun shops scattered around the city, I'd say Arles is most famous for its amphitheater, a Roman amphitheater built in 90 AD. It's amazing how well preserved this ancient architecture is, so that not only visitors from all over the world can admire its beauty, but local people can use it for concerts and bullfighting even to this day. Another historical site we stopped by was the Castle of Les Baux, which is an ancient medieval fortress in Provence. It has a well-documented outdoor exhibition as well as a beautiful garden. Afterwards, we drove to St. Remi in Provence and we visited the monastery of St. Paul. If you're a fan of Van Gogh like me, you should definitely check this place out. It was a Roman Catholic monastery built in the 11th century, and it was later converted to an asylum. Van Gogh stayed there from 1889 to 1890 and created his famous piece, The Starry Night. During our remaining time in Provence, we drove to more small towns and communes, visited different markets, tasted local foods, petted more kitties, enjoyed the view while eating some truffle prosciutto. And of course, we toured a vineyard and bought some wine. We drove from Provence to Nice and had our first dinner at Boca Nisa, a rooftop Mediterranean restaurant. It was a great start to our journey in Nice. Nice is such a vibrant and fun city. There are so many cool shops and markets to walk around in. There are a lot of great city parks, as well as delicious food. We particularly loved Old Nice. It's this older part of town with narrow and busy alleyways, with a lot of vintage shops and Italian restaurants throughout the whole area. While we were staying in Nice, we also drove to Arles. It's a beautiful seaside commune between Nice and Monaco. We arrived in late afternoon, so we had some time to check out some small shops and cafes in this medieval village before our dinner. We also walked around in this garden of this beautiful and luxury hotel in Arles. And surprise! Right before dinner, my boyfriend proposed to me. I was super caught off guard, but felt so grateful to enjoy this moment accompanied by such a gorgeous view. We had dinner at Chateau Eza, and it was the perfect celebration for our engagement. While in Nice, we also drove to Monaco since it's only 30 minutes away. It was right before the hosted F1 race, so we drove on the track and of course went to the casino for fun as well. After that little side quest, we came to visit the Villa Ephrussi de Rothschild in Nice. It's a seaside villa built between 1907 and 1912 by Baroness Beatrice de Rothschild. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever visited. The Baroness Beatrice filled her mansion with antique furnitures, paintings, sculptures, and porcelain from all over the world. And outside, there are 9 different themed gardens: French, Spanish, Japanese, Florentine, Provençal, exotic, a stone garden, a rose garden, and a garden of Civ. The Spanish garden was our favorite. We loved how vibrant and glossy everything looked in the rain. Before we left the villa, we made wishes above the pond. At the end of our stay in Nice, we visited Parc de la Colline du Château. It's a huge park at the top of the castle hill. However, our GoPro stand snapped while I was filming and the camera got stuck between the tree branches. Luckily, a shop owner nearby lent us a long mob and were able to poke the camera off the branch and then catch it with our umbrella. After retrieving our precious GoPro, we were able to capture this panoramic view overlooking Nice. Thanks for watching to the end. We have more content about our trip in Portugal to share with you next.